Television Network. Atn Politics is the network's flagship program that discourses core political trends with relevant political stakeholders. Today on Atn Politics, we'll be discussing core issues from different political landscapes. And our topics for today are Adeleke slams APC over allocation claims. And on New Year's speech, Tinubu urges synergy between local government councils and central government. And on presidency, Nigeria will experience robust economy in 2025, says Shatima. And Tinubu government not sincere on state of nation, says Obi. Remember, we are open for adverts placements, news and events coverage, personality, society and political interviews, products, service promotion and commercials. You can connect with us on all our Atn socials, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, Twitter, Atlantic TV Net. Watch us live on our website, www.atlanticnetwork.tv. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, we'll introduce a guest and delve right into the stories. Stay with us.
Every day, our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics.
Nobody's ambition is what they want.
I have fought very firmly.
Natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on ATN Politics today.
From the lines across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring all the sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economic, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN. From the lines across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring all the sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economic, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
Every day our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics,
Nobody's ambition is what they
I have fought a very family.
natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on Atn Politics today. Every day our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics,
Nobody's ambition is what they want.
I have fought a very family.
natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on ATN Politics today. Every day our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics.
Thanks for staying with us. You're watching ATN Politics, and joining us today on ATN Politics is no other person than Dr. Dike Bekwele Lawrence. He's a strategic and marketing communication professional and lecturer marketing department at the University of Port Harcourt. Good evening. Good evening, Dr. Dike. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening, and thank you for having me.
All right. How are you doing today? How is the festive season
Fine.
for you?
Happy New Year.
All right, thank you. How is it going for you? How is the festive season going for you?
Well, we thank God we're alive for seeing the dawn of a new beginning, seeing a new year. So, as Nigerians, we continue to rekindle our hopes, believing that 2025 will be a better year than 2024.
All right, thank you so much on that. That sets the tone for us to begin on ATN Politics today. Let's take a look at the first story now. Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke has accused the All Progressives Congress APC in the state of spreading fake news over the allocations to his office. Governor Adeleke's spokesperson, Malam Olawale Rashid, said it was not true that the governor made huge financial allocations to his office while university fees are exorbitant. Earlier, the APC in Osun State has fired the first salvo at the governor while calling on the Owa Obokun of Ijesa land, Oba Adesui Hastrup Ajimoke III, to intervene over the hike in the tuition fees of students of University of Ilesa, addressing a press conference in Osogbo. The state's media director of media information of the party, Chief Kola Olabisi, accused the Adeleke-led administration in Osun State of attempting to frustrate the institution out of existence through underfundings. He says, for instance, the state government only supported the newly established state university in Ilesha with a merely 60 million naira subvention from January to September 2024, as the whole funding from the period came from students' school fees. The law students, who are charged 1.5 million naira per session, and nursing students 1.2 million naira, are the ones running the university. How many civil servants can send their children to Unilesa, considering the poor remuneration of the workers and cutthroat school fees in the institution? Universities all over the world are funding through government subventions, private endowments, and corporate sponsorship, not through arbitrary high school fees, as it has become the order of the day in Unilesa and other tertiary institutions in the state. The party alleged that the Adeleke-led administration deliberately denied the institution fund to frustrate the institution out of existence because they see it as former Governor Adeboyega Oyetola's legacy. The party also accused the state government of paying lip service to education through its failure to recruit teachers 2 years into the administration after the government sacked 1,500 teachers employed by its predecessor. The party alleged Adeleke of voting monstrous allocation to his office when an average Osun citizen is not well catered for, adding that the governor had spent 38 billion naira for his food, entertainment, and lavish and luxury lifestyle and operation of his office. In his reaction over the governor's allocation to his office, Governor Adeleke's spokesperson, Malam Olawale Rashid, described APC postulation as a show of illiteracy. He said the governor's office is not just Mr. Governor's office, adding that it has more than 10 parastatals agencies under its general services and others, and they execute projects. How can you label all the expenses in that offices as the office of the governor? Fake news again. Well, that's quite interesting as Adeleke, fires back at APC, who is accusing Adeleke-led government of, allocations, claiming allocations from the university and other sectors. Dr. Dike, I would like to get your thoughts on this.
Well, thank you very much for having me once again. I think my contribution here is just very clear. This is 2025, meaning that we're already entering the 2020, 2020 general elections. The policies begin to heat up this year. A lot of political activity will take charge this year. Actors begin to accuse, actors begin to counter-accuse. We're going to see a lot of such political activities in 2025. However, having said that, I also want to say that sometimes political parties' criticism should the opposition party, the APC in Osun State, yes, they are playing their role as an opposition party. But I think that the government should indeed should circumspect and actually look at the complaints by the opposition party. Reason being that education is a social service, and when there is a hike in school fees or that the students are unable to pay, I mean, then we are doing a lot of disservice to the state. So the state government should actually look inward and see what they can be able to do. In advanced countries, there are endorsements, there are grants and all that, donations to universities. But in this part of the world, hardly do we have this kind of opportunities and all that. So funding education is key. Even if the governor, if does not have such intention, 2025 should be able to be a time to actually reflect and think about the education initiative, of not just in Osun State alone, across board. What are we doing to education? What's the budget for education and all that? It also goes to another point I want to make here that has to do with autonomy for universities.
Right.
At this point, I think that universities should sit up and the federal government should consider financial autonomy for universities so that they will be able to administer and manage themselves properly. Over relying on government for virtually everything in the university, I mean, it's killing scholarship.
All right,
scholarship. But like I said, 2025 is going to be a prelude to general election that is even 2 years from now. Remember, politicians don't think about now; they think about the next election once such is done. So I think we're already getting it. So we're going to see more of such accusations. We're going to see more of such criticism. Also remember that APC is an opposition in Osun State. They're bound to also play their role as a leading opposition party in the state. Okay,
Dr. Dike, I also like to get your thought on these accusations from the APC party as well, accusing Governor Adeleke of setting aside 38 million naira just for his food and entertainment. I'd like to get your thought on that as well.
Well, like I said, the APC is playing its role as an opposition political party, and you should realize that Adeleke is number one citizen of the state. Is being taken care of health care, Medicare, and all that. Since we are saying that some of these items that are bloating government activities should actually be reviewed so that we can be able to save and keep some funds for capital.
All right. Let's move on to the next story. Let me use this New Year's message to urge our governors and local council chairpersons to work closely with the central government to seize emerging opportunities in agriculture, livestock and tax reforms and move our nation forward. I commend governors who have embraced our compressed natural gas initiative by launching CNG-propelled public transport. I also congratulate those who have adopted electric vehicles as part of our national energy mix and transition. The federal government will always offer necessary assistance to the state, to all citizens. Your sacrifices have not been in vain over the past 19 months. I assure you they will not be in vain even in the months ahead. Together, let us stay the course of nation building. The new year will bring us closer to the bright future we all desire and the Nigeria of our dreams. Well, Dr. DK, if you can hear me, this is an excerpt from the President's speech on New Year Day, where he's calling for the synergy between the local government councils and the central government. I would like to get your thoughts on this. All right, I will go for a short break. When we come back, Atn Politics continues. Stay with us.
Nobody's ambition is what
I have fought very firmly.
Natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on ATN Politics today.
All right, thanks. So stay with us. Dr. DK, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, so before we go on a short break, we're talking about the President's speech, New Year speech that he made, and he was calling for synergies, urging for synergy between the local government councils and the central government in terms of local government autonomy, as well as the development of Nigeria in its entirety. I would like to get your thought on that.
Well, yes, I think that at this point in time, there should be that collaboration, there should be that synergy between the central government or the federal government and the local government, because it is the local government that's government at the third tier, it's the government at the grassroots, it is the government that can even accelerate the development of the people. So I feel that the call by Mr. President is indeed a welcome development. Local government today has full autonomy, there is full financial autonomy for local government. Local government has no reasons why it shouldn't perform. Gone are those days where there are distractions here and there. But today, local government can perform very well. So what I think that they should do is to look at some of the programs of the federal government that they think that would be so beneficiary to the people at the grassroots, and probably emulate that and see how they can achieve rural development, because it's only when the rural development that the government seems to be working, and the government that is closer to the people is the local government. So Mr. President's call is indeed a welcome development, and I think that the local government chairman, the local government management should take a cue and see what they can gain or attract for their local people. So the call is indeed welcome development.
All right, so let's take a look at the local government autonomy. Since its implementation, how has it been for Nigerians? How has it been for this local government council chairman? I'd like to get your thought on that as well.
Well, you agree with me that it is too premature to begin to assess the impact of the financial autonomy on local government.
All right.
Also remember that Also remember that the joint allocation between the state and local governments ended. I think the arrangement between the presidency and the state on the administration of the joint account ended in October, and this is January. So it's just too early in the day to begin to assess the financial autonomy on the local government. What I see some local governments who are indeed doing exceedingly well, especially within our
All right, we go for a break. When we come back, Atn Politics continues.
Every day our lives are changed by history.
We are one people. All of us.
Leaders, politics.
Nobody's ambition is what
I have fought very firmly.
Natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on ATN Politics today. Every day our lives are changed by history.
We are one people. All of us.
Leaders, politics.
Nobody's ambition is what
I have fought very firmly.
natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on ATN Politics today. Every day, our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics,
Nobody's ambition is what's the blood.
I have fought a very firmly.
natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong.
Well, thank you for staying with me. Apologies for the technical glitches out there. We move on to the next stories. Our Vice President Kashim Shettima has declared that Nigeria will experience a robust economy in 2025. Shettima assured Nigerians that they would smile again as the economy begins to improve in the new year. Speaking in a video shared by President Bola Tinubu's special assistant on social media, Dada Olusegun, via X, Shettima said the government is collaborating with the National Assembly to address Nigeria's challenges. He stated, "I believe we have turned the corner. Inshallah, we shall have every robust economic activity in the new year. The economy has started picking up, and in the coming weeks and months, Nigerians will start smiling for the better. We're working assiduously with the National Assembly to come up with the robust solutions to our national challenges. There is no nation that is immune to the economic headwinds across the world. The crisis in Ukraine and many other global crises are affecting us because we are part of the global economy. But I want to assure Nigerians that the economy is turning the corner, and by the grace of God, we have crossed the Rubicon and are on a path to sustain growth. We wish Nigerians well." All right, Dr. DK, can you hear me? All right, thank you for staying with us. Unfortunately, we couldn't complete a conversation with Dr. D.K. Bekwele, but however, ATN Politics continue. I will have him some other time on the show. I think this is where we wrap it up on ATN Politics. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, we are open for adverts, placements, news and events coverage, personalities, society and political interviews, products, service promotion and commercials. You can connect with us on all our ATN socials, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok at Atlantic TV Network 1, Twitter Atlantic TV Network. Watch us live on website www.atlanticnetwork.tv. Peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Thank you for watching. I am Victor Peter.
ATN covers it all on ATN Politics today.